Hello, everybody. What a beautiful day to be alive, isn't it? First of all, we have a major energetic shift happening right now as you find this video. So aren't you so excited to be here? I know I am. This is unprecedented times, my friend. Unprecedented times. This is the shift. We are in the midst of the shift. Can you feel it? What is it doing for you? Because it will be different for everybody. So today, with this planetary alignment, with the sun energetic bursts happening, which actually all go with my new earth birthing videos that you will find on my return playlist, because it's not the apocalypse, right? It's the return of the gods, okay? And so in birthing the new earth, day 2 is a new 7D planetary alignment system. And then day 3 was the sun and the moon coming through with pure Christ light. So we are in it. We are in it to win it, right? I hope. So today we're going to do a spell casting to honor this time frame with the gods, okay? Spelling with the gods. And I have a channeled message from Andromedon and Ashtar to bring to you. And I will pull a few cards, okay? So these are unprecedented times. Okay, they're big. This is a great reset. It's a great reset of life, of mankind. It is the return of what once was lost. Okay, and so that's a good thing. So just be present, listen intently to the messages, and then accept the energy of the spell casting if it's for you. You can also pause this video and write down the spell casting if you choose to, because the written word is spelling also. Okay, but I will call in your energy. All right, so are you ready? Woo, woo, woo. We've got mass solar energy going on. We've got a huge planetary alignment going on, and it does go with birthing the new earth. So some of us are rising, and others of us are in a karmic energy, right? Some of us are being set free, and others just need a little more lessons to learn. So it depends on what side of the portal you're on. All right. So, my name is Master Juniper Blue Mystique, by the way. I had a Kundalini awakening in 2019 that was sudden, and then I began doing things like activating pyramids, freeing Jesus' soul, undoing the Holy Grail, uniting Jesus and Mary Magdalene on Christmas Day of 2022, activating the masculine in pyramids. This is real work that I've been doing. It is very real, and it is all on this channel for you. To birthing the new earth, processing her death, and so on. And it is vast, you guys. First of all, I want to tell you it's outside of our limited mind, okay? But you will be tested in things like judgment and fear, because if you give your power away to those, you're not rising in love, okay? So that's what it's about, is rising in love, all right? I'm not here to fool you or dupe you. I'm here to do what God put me here to do and bring it all here for you. And for those that are open to see, that are ready to rise, that are ready to choose love, let's do this, my friends. It's time to rise above, okay? If you're curious about what all that is, I also dried the Nile in 2023, I believe, of June, which all of the things that I do are circling back around to your reality, just like spellcasting. Okay, we put it out there and it circles into the universal flow and becomes our reality. Okay, everything you think, you feel, you believe becomes your reality. The thing about the thing is you have free will. So nothing happens to you, only through you, including the ascension. So you must heal to rise. Okay, so let go of karmic demise. That's what it's all about, my friends. All right, so I am going to light a beautiful incense, my Mogwarts sage, calling in the energy of the creator of all that is, and all of the angels and beings of light, your higher self that wish to help you today, calling them in to surround us with the highest light in and the highest light out in every way. And these are my homemade spellcasting candles, spellcasting with the gods, filled and infused with Christ's light and the light of the sun. I invoke the presence of the gods and the angelic realm, 7D alignment energies, and the new planets as well. I invoke them to be with us, to help us align, and to help us be free, to be sovereign like we are meant to be. To give us the courage and the strength and the wisdom to do, to let go of, and to be whatever it is we need to be. To follow our soul path that calls us forward through the heart center and let nothing else stop you. I do a lot of what you call Reiki videos as well as Hertz music. I have a lot of guided meditations, including one I did the other day to push past the resistance. So I have 3 separate channels, all of which provide you multiple healing ways of what you need. As what I call Reiki, because of the work that I've done, I've also gotten new downloaded symbols that align to the totality of the one. So we must upgrade all that we do to the light of the one. That is the rebirthing, the return of the gods. Okay? So that's why I also am getting new healing stuff, modality downloads and upgrades, because we need to do that. It's time to do that. So today I'm also going to call in all of your tools of divination, all of your crystals, your cards, and I will send upgrading energy their way. So you don't have to do anything. I will do it for you. They will just be called in with your permission, of course. So I'm going to call in all of your crystals, your tools, your cards, whatever you use for healing and connection and communication, to be cleansed and purified with this new moon energy, with the sun, and with all of the planets aligned. So I'm going to literally draw down right now the energy into and around and upon your tools, no matter where you are, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to remove all that is not, all old ways of communication and divination, and allow them to upgrade. Also in the soil, so I'm going to call in the earth soil to surround them as well. And you know what's interesting is I use the soil and the water in one-on-one healings as well a lot. And I do everything in those. So people might be like weirded out because I will draw soil through their body, into their kidneys, into their lungs. To provide healing. So this is mugworts, so let it cleanse and purify and open you up for the spell casting with the gods today. Get a good light on that. Kambalaya toala. Kantalaya. Ute. Barakanto. So the light language I speak is the language of gods. We returned it when I was healing the sun and the moon and the pyramid activations and things, and undoing Mount Shasta, which was not of God at all. Mount Shasta was undone, one of the first things that I did, because they stole the root chakra from Fiji. They placed it at Mount Shasta, and they also closed down the portal of the gods at Fiji. So the first pyramid I activated was after I cleared Mount Shasta. Then all of a sudden God said, go to Fiji. And I'm like, why? Okay. So in the energy, I went to Fiji, and there was a pyramid in the water there. And these videos are on this channel for you to see. And I activated the pyramid, filling it with my light, which did enlarge my heart. And I became a little swollen then. When I did all the pyramids, I did have to use my light. And then there was a portal there in Fiji part 2, which is only in the Path to Righteousness, but you can watch part 1, which was the God portal. And so I reopened the portal of the gods. They had it blocked off which in the Sistine Chapel, they had the cherubim angels trapped, and I undid that as well. So it all does go together. And understanding the return sets you free. It's quite beautiful and amazing. So I'm just continuing to clear our energy and upgrade our modalities and tools. But, so Mount Shasta, is they closed down the portal of the gods, and they stole the root chakra from Fiji. That was at Fiji. And they closed it down, and they kept trapping souls at Mount Shasta because it needed bloodshed. Anywhere in history you find bloodshed, it is not of God. It is part of the fallen. And then in Mount Shasta Part 2 is where I burned the original fallen when I undid his contract, which was Archangel Samael. And you can see that as well. And then California and Mount Shasta were cut off from life support back in 2021, I believe, to 2022, I think is when it was complete. And the portal of the gods opened back up. And then on 12/12, we returned to Christ consciousness, to the collective soul. So that's really what happened. And in that journey, I awakened and healed my divine masculine, which the first one did not make it. And when you watch Undoing the Holy Grail, you'll understand that. So I have a new divine masculine. Then we healed the sun and the moon, and Sekhmet rose, and Horus returned through the Sphinx and aligned with. So we are actually on this planet, okay? We are not in the ethereal anymore. It is truly the return, and it is quite beautiful. And you don't have to believe me because I give you the proof. It's truly there. I don't just say these weird things, right? They are actually on this channel in the return playlist, and you will see it play out, that in which it happened to me, including my twin flame battle. It was amazing. And Undoing the Holy Grail was quite amazing. You know, we realize how much they've lied, and that's okay, because we are free. We are here to be free. All right, my friends. So I was called today to bring in some lavender into this healing spell casting. So I will put it right here. In the center of this is true lavender buds. Okay, so you can see that, hopefully, with the lavender. And then I also have eucalyptus. And this is what Spirit called forth for today's spell casting energy and healing alignment. With the spell casting with the gods, it's just like doing a healing in a way. It aligns you, it opens you up. When you listen to the words, they're quite vast. Okay, so sometimes it's really good to watch what I do multiple times and listen to it very, very carefully. And this is true lavender. So I'm going to draw over the incense with the lavender and help it to cleanse and open up this space. I'm also being told to grab the danbarite. We have carnelian, labradorite. I believe my mind is going nuts. Bumblebee, jasper, danbarite, and onyx. Okay. Or obsidian. Sorry. I have lots of crystals in my head right now. I've been channeling them. So I did this week's channeled guidance on Facebook, and Mookite came through to support us. And I couldn't find that. I looked for some and I couldn't find any. Otherwise, I would have that here for you. I also have a bay leaf. So I was like looking and doing research on crystals recently because I channel them. And then I'm like, what are these? We also have some nutmeg with us, which is really good for manifesting abundance. Okay. So you want to be very careful what you think and what you believe right now, because you're going to call it in. You will create your reality that way. Okay. Then I have a handmade maraca we found a while ago, and I haven't used it yet, but it's just to help cleanse the energy. I've been getting nudges to upgrade, and I battled it a little bit, so I'm implementing them now. I'm pushing past the resistance. I'm opening up my heart again. Are you? I hope so. And these are pyramids that I have made. They are filled with different stones in each of them to bring clarity and awakening. Just allow the rattle to remove any energy that doesn't belong. Spirit says to me, bring the totality of who you are and shine like the sun. Begin. So I will start with a message that is channeled, and in the end, after the spell casting, I will pull a few cards as well. So we are getting a channeled message, a healing spell casting for alignment with the gods, beautiful crystals to help us cleanse and absorb and shift our energy, and then card messages too. Okay, and here's a bay leaf. I'm going to use it really quick to cleanse off any energy that remains, that doesn't belong. And upgraded your tools and crystals. I truly have. They are cleansed. They are upgrading. Okay, they are upgrading with this planetary alignment for you. Just for being here, I've called in the energy of them, no matter who you are or where you are across time and space, or when you find this video, okay? We must upgrade our tools of divination to the light of the One, removing all duality. Duality is undone, and so as the planet shifts, our tools in divination need to reconnect, okay? And cleanse and purify and upgrade. And now I'm shining the sun upon them. Now the sun and the moon are wholly connected. If you watch my videos, you would see that. They are aligned, they are one, they are equal, they are balanced, they are connected. Okay? So when I say the sun, it's the moon as well. Now here is the channeled message from Andromedon and Ashtar. It says, harness your power, a sovereign one, to align to the light of the sun, the moon, and the one. Do not look backwards. Listen to this carefully. This is important right now because as of this energy that we're going in these portals, these timeline shifts, do not look backwards because nothing is there. So I talked about when I was activating the pyramids and awakening the Sphinx, which is a portal of time, that all of our past lives are becoming one because it is a great reset of mankind. And you must heal karma to rise. Okay? So do not look backwards. Nothing is there. Nothing. For all timelines, all lifetimes have now become one. This is a very important message. I will read it twice. Release the fear. Judgment means you can't hear. Okay? Release fear, and judgment means you can't hear. Judgment is not of God. It's a false definition they give you of what it is. It hurts you more than anything, okay? Because everything is within you. Everything in your reality is a reflection of you. So if you're judging somebody else, you're judging you because we're all connected, okay? So release fear, and judgment means you can't hear. The love and guidance of the One, the love and guidance of the One, you must align to the One, the Sun, and prepare to rise to a new way. We must align to the One, right? What some would call Jesus, but that's just a fragment of the One. So we must align to that, the Sun, and prepare to rise to a new way, a new wave of life, of creation. Rise with rise with to one the sun, okay? Rise with to the one the sun. Soul path, heart-centered, and make way to see all that has been done. Truth will hide now from no one. Are you on the karmic side or that of love and creation? Andromedon and Ashtar. I'll read it one more time quickly and then we'll go into the spell casting, okay? Harness your power. You must be sovereign. So through all portals and all lessons of karma, when you choose love, when you choose the higher path, when you choose soul growth, you get your power back, okay? Because that's what the Matrix blueprint did to you, is take your power away. Leave you divided, fear, judgment, ego, greed, okay? Even religion was divided, and even that's been undone, the totality of it. It's true, okay? So even I did that too, especially undoing the Sistine Chapel and more. We undid the money matrix, the food matrix recently, the medical matrix. It's all been undone. This was a system to take your power away. So when they say a sovereign one, you must be in full power. 21, 22 when I said that. So harness your power, a sovereign one, to align to the light of the sun, the moon, and the one. Do not look backwards. False timelines. Nothing is there, for all timelines, all lifetimes have now become one. Are you having weird dreams? Like what are you feeling? Is it really weird? Release fear. Judgment means you can't hear. The love and guidance of the one, you must align to the one in the sun and prepare to rise to a new way, a new wave of life, of creation. Rise with the one, the sun, soul path, heart-centered, and make way to see all that has been done. Rise with the one and the sun, soul path, heart-centered, and make way to see all that has been done. Truth will hide now from no one. 22, 23, and 22, 22 when I said that. Are you on the karmic side or that of love and creation? Andromedon and Ashtar. The challenge is the way. Soul growth is the way, okay? Seeing past the shackles and the shadow that blinds and binds and rising into love. Calling your power back and healing all karma. That is the way, okay? Now here is the spell casting. So again, I call in all of your energy that wish to receive this. Okay, I call it in to surround us that wish to receive this. So just accept. Say, I accept. You can also pause the video after we go through it one time and write it down if you choose to, because that just amplifies it. Okay? All right. So I have these here to help us create this spell casting or align to this, accept this spell casting in every way. This is spell casting with the gods. Okay. I release all judgment and expectation. And I release the mind that thinks it has to understand what is happening, because you won't be able to understand it. This is not something in 3D. This is a 7th dimensional plane of existence. Your mind will not understand it, but your heart will. Your mind won't know who I am, but your heart will. You will find this truth of the path of the one and the sun in the heart space. Your soul path is the path of the heart. Co-creation with the heart. Calling in all of your energy and surrounding us with this salt line, a line of salt. And all of the pyramids are very heightened at this time, and they're surrounding us. And these are the ones I activated in Fiji, Indonesia, Myanmar, Budapest, Thailand, Machu Picchu, Kilimanjaro, Congo, Ecuador, Colombia, and more. Okay, there was 13 pyramids. There's 13 gates home. All right, you ready? Calling in your energy and anchoring it into this spell casting, like tethers of lines of light. And I will allow this spell casting to come into your energy, your body, and begin to create through your reality. Okay? So just be open and observant. No expectations and expectations, just observant. I invoke the plains, the heavens reigns, and doth my eyes deceive me. I surrender inward to the internal flame, to rise into a new world in which we came. I release the past. I am one at last. Union of the light of the one. The energies flow through me freely as I am pure knowledge gained, and only truth I may be. My heart is pure, my flame renewed, as I make my way back to you. The journey is complete when I become one with the path of the sun, the moon, that has been right in front of me. I open my heart, seeing clearly now. The soul path alignment of the heart of the moon and the sun. The shadow fools no one. And so it is. My journey in me, now I can see. I'm going to read this one more time. And I'm going to amplify your energy in it, calling in the heart space alignment to it. I, goodness, wonder why that happened. I also invoke the presence of the sun and the moon to amplify this for you. Might be the smoke of the incense. I'm not used to incense. So we will call it over for you. I invoke the plains, the heavens reigns, and doth my eyes deceive me. I surrender inward the internal flame to rise into a new world in which we came. I release the past. I am one at last. Union of the light of the one, the energies flow through me freely, as I am pure knowledge gained, and only truth I may be. My heart is pure, my flame renewed, as I make my way back to you. The journey is complete when I become one with the path of the sun and the moon. That has been right in front of me. I open my heart, seeing clearly now the soul path alignment of the heart, the moon, and the sun. The shadow fools no one. And so it is. My journey in me, now I can see. Kantalaya taraua. So mote it be. So mote it be. By the way, witches use energy and light just the same, but there is some negative in there. So I actually cleansed those words a while ago. You may write that down, stop the video. I wanted to tell you, I released the past, the fact that the past is coming through in the message in this yesterday on my Reiki channel, or what I call Healing Light Energy movement. I did a healing to help you release the past and connect with these planetary energies and the new moon and manifest anew. So if you want to check that out, I recommend it because I love those. I do get new channeled sigils and symbols, or whatever you want to call them, so I use those and those as well. And I will be teaching those on my Light Healers Academy, Part 2, which is starting probably on the 7th of March when we finish our soul cleanse. All right, my friends. So now I'm going to go into your card pull for you. This is the Elemental Oracle, not my deck, but by Stacy DeMarco. Oh, I just realized I have 2 of Stacy DeMarco's. Oh, over here. All right. So I'm being told to also cleanse mine. So let's see what Spirit wants to say through our tools of divination. This is an oracle deck. I do use both tarot and oracle, and I teach how to read them in Academy Part 1. Because we have to upgrade. We have to become one with ourselves. We have to release all shadow and all duality. And when we do that, we awaken more. We hear messages clearer. If you are not releasing duality, you will not be able to read the light. We cannot remain duality. That's not a maybe. That's an absolute. And I spoke of that when I brought down the blood of Christ in 2021. And I spoke of that when I undid the Holy Grail on Christmas Day of 22. I spoke of that when I was activating the pyramids and more. We can no longer be duality. It is the great reset of mankind. So we have to heal our karma by choosing love, learning lessons. There were some that were cutting ties to contracts and burning them, and that would leave you behind. We can't do that. We have to heal them with soul growth applied, okay? Because the journey happens through you, not to you. You have free will. Jesus didn't die for your sins. That doesn't compute to free will. He was tortured, and he was also burned in the end. So to understand what truly happened to him, you might want to watch the undoing of the Holy Grail on Christmas Day. But all of this is affecting us at this time. It truly is, and it's very real. And I'm not religious. I never was, nor was I spiritual until my awakening. I would shun it because of where I grew up. I thought only druggies did that. That was the truth. And then I had my awakening, and I was like, holy crap, this has been me the whole time. It was quite powerful. All right. So let's see what comes to. Yep, journey's end. So when I say journey's end, I don't like what I'm talking about here is the journey up is the only way. The past is ending. So when they say all of your past becomes one, it's your heart measurement doesn't just come from this lifetime. If you're here in this lifetime, it's all past lives are becoming one, and all karma must be healed through your choices hidden in disguise. Okay? That play out. That's why the path to righteousness was a gift. It was a blessing. It was something that should have been honored, honestly, because it was everything you needed to heal into the new earth through all 13 gates. We don't just heal karma, we genetically upgrade and align. We should be evolving as a species. Evolution is upon us. Ooh. One more I'm hearing out of here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm being told to pull them all out to get the full picture before I read them. Okay. Do we have 5? Path change. Yes. We are in the midst of a path change. A shift of mankind. Some will go, some will stay, and some will never know life this way. The biome, the earth. Okay, connection. We are all connected. Okay? The earth knows who we are. And if you're watching my work, even to the point of where I undid the food matrix, I talked about this, okay? Genetic modifications are not part of our blueprint. 44. Strong foundation of life. When I birthed the new earth as well, the new earth is just like what it was always meant to be, where it reads our DNA. Okay, she's aware, she's very well aware in our DNA, because we're all connected. We're all connected through the light of the one, the flame of the sun and the moon. The light of the one is in you. It's in your heart. God is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. Okay. And so, and the earth, the connection to the earth is in there. Okay, if you're also watching my work, very important here, is I update the chakra system. I activated the dormant chakra system. The masculine and divine feminine have both returned. That was my 3-part soul alignment with my DM. Very intense. And the earth is aligned to the DNA of the sun and the moon, of the masculine and feminine. And this is what you must align to. Okay, this is what you must come home to. Your DNA must activate and align to the new earth through the DNA, through the crystal grid, the masculine and feminine. Okay, during that timeline in birthing new earth, we brought all of that newness over into new earth. And when we are whole and complete and aligned with the one and the sun and the moon, our DNA is read by the earth. We're all connected, including to the earth and the planetary alignment too. Okay, so the earth has a chakra system that aligns to the new 7D blueprint of the planetary alignment. It is within her, and it should be activating within you. We are all connected, the biome. So when you see things in others, it's a reflection of you, because we're all connected. That's why you never want to throw judgment. Okay. All right, then we have bushfires. We have magnetism. Ooh, the equator. And water. Woohoo! All right, so let's see the totality of this message. We are all connected. So we must establish and align and balance our power. Okay, what does not align will burn. The great fury. And when I was doing the Nile and birthing the new earth and things, the final portal is about wrath. So that's kind of coming out here is, where is fury? Where is anger? You must release that. Okay, because we're all connected, I'm hearing here. Fury. Look at that. I didn't even notice that. Fury is in that card. So we must alleviate the energy that is intense, intoxicating to all of mankind. But not only that, not only did I predict the fires in my 2025 predictions, which I did, I would talk about them when I was activating the pyramids and things, and moving the sun and the moon and the poles, okay, because we shifted those too. So I've talked about the fires being a part of the purge, because they're here to cleanse. So do not unleash your fury on others. Cleanse it and let it go, okay? Cleanse it and let it go. It's like new beginnings here. Okay, we must let go of what's been done. And in Sekhmet timeline, all of these things have come through, that it is destruction for repair. Okay, so we must leave the past behind on the earth and for ourselves. That's coming through again here. You hear that? And water, creation, flow, life force, energy. You see how she's an elderly woman? It's because we are all connected to the knowledge base of the one. Okay, it's in our heart space. And when we find emotional balance, look at that. Bushfire's fury. I'm getting chills. We don't want to be in the midst of the fury and the flame. We want to be calm and connected and collected through the shift and the change. I'm getting so many chills here. We want to be cool and calm and collected and connected through the shift of change. Our emotions balanced and free flowing. You have to have emotions free flowing, okay? And I teach this in my courses, is if we can't deal with the emotions as they rise, we're in trouble. They become compounded, and then we have issues we have to work through and heal. And that takes time, okay? Creation, water. We all need to be a part of the flow, the life and the knowledge base of the one, and releasing things as they come. So I'm calm, I'm collected like water. I flow like water. I even did a guided healing on here to flow like water. Everything I do is part of the return. It is. And helps you. It's necessary. It really is. And so to pick and choose leaves you binded. It really does. So then we have fury, bushfire. So you have the great rah, right? Like the wrath is what they call it. But fury is a much better word. Great fury. And it's part of the change, the flame, the change. Okay. The elements are working together on the earth to rearrange and change and realign and purge. And if we are not balanced in our emotions, balanced, equator is balance. Okay. To make equal balance. You must balance all energies within you, and you must master your emotions. Okay. When we heal and our emotions are free flowing, we don't throw fury. Okay. We allow the flame to cleanse. And then attraction, magnetism. All right. So your blueprint, your energy is what's creating your reality. Okay, and if it's fury, then you're on the other side of the portal. But if it's calm, collected, all connected, and love and balance, you're on this side of the portal. And that is also seen through all the work that I've done in birthing the new earth. Okay, now I need to go to my other deck I didn't realize I had, by Stacey DeMarco. The 2 decks by Stacey DeMarco coming through here. All right. And this one has to do with the sun. Upgrade. Not upgrade necessarily, but I'm cleansing it. Just because we did an upgrade just now, so I'm making sure everything is cleansed and upgraded to the highest light, the highest energy connection of the planets. I focused on yours, so now I'm doing mine as well as I'm doing them. Okay. All right, what do we need to see? Pure sovereignty is the only way up. That's what I'm hearing. You cannot be bound by the matrix in any way, shape, or form. All the matrix systems are what binds you. That's why I've undone them all. Okay? But it's up to you to heal out of them. Unless you do the path to righteousness, and then you get the healing through the one that brought it through. Other than that, you've got to do it. Okay? One more. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh, look at this. So these are kind of complementing each other. Ooh, and they go right along with our spell casting. Okay, so the first one that came through that I saw is the sun, the center. Okay, the sun is the guiding light for everything. Okay, and this you'll see in all the work that I've done as well, especially in birthing new earth, the planetary alignment, the sun, the earth. Okay, the sun is what brings everything together. That's what they're saying here. The sun is what brings everything together. And the Sekhmet, drying the Nile, the birthing of the sun at you know where I birthed the sun back from and returned the language from that was trapped there was at Lake Titicaca. And that is where I died, in Atlantis. You have to watch the work. It's true. So the sun brings everything together. That's what they're saying here. Okay? And I'm going to leave that there. All right. Then we have truth. And then we also have action. Truth and action. Okay? We must take actions on our truth. So Spirit has said many times over, you cannot just be, you must do. Okay? We don't just sit back and receive. We must be healing into it. You have to be healing into it. That is the truth. And you would see the truth if you would take off the masks that bind you and blind you. Okay? So that's what I'm hearing here is take off the masks that blind you and bind you. You must be willing to be your truth. Look, we have 21 and then 2. Action. Take action in your truth, your soul path. You must take action. It requires action on your part to heal. Okay? And align and become one with the sun. You hearing that? So we must live our truth. Live your soul, not a role. Live your truth. See the truth, be the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Take action in your soul path truth. You have to be healing. You can't just be. You must do. And then we must align with the sun, because the sun is what brings everything together. Okay? All right. Now they want my deck. These are already upgraded because they were created as I was bringing through the return work. So they are already 7D aligned. The first one is Messages of the Gods. Ascension Healing Messages of the Gods. Okay? These are the portal lessons. These are the portal lessons. These are what we must heal. These are the lessons of karmic play out. Okay? So that is that deck that I created. And I'm also upgrading, by the way. In real time, because they're not really available to the masses, but they will be. And then this is Guided Ascending Light, guidance of the light of the sun and the moon. Okay, so first we will do the portal messages. Make way for sudden changes and sudden life rearranges, even ones that can be uncomfortable and unpleasant. That's the fury, right? Are your emotions stable? Trust me, I know how important that is, because I took a hit on my journey and recently went through another battle to get through that portal and align again with love. And because of my soul cleanse on top of that, it's helping, and I'm doing it. And my DM, he's beautiful. All right, so what do we need to see, to know, to do? Adam and Eve timeline coming through is what I'm hearing. Adam and Eve timeline coming through is what I'm hearing. Resurrection is upon you is also what I'm hearing. Whoa. One more. What I'm hearing. Whoa. All right. Those are flying out. Okay. Genuine comfort is found in balance and self-love. That's what I told you in this card over here, is that you must be in flow. Okay. Balanced, flow, and aligned with the sun. Okay. So that is very loud here. And the only way you're going to find comfort, because we have to get out of our comfort zone. You cannot remain in your comfort zone. The matrix is falling either way. So if you think you can stay the same, that's an illusion and it will dupe you. We can't. We all have to change, or we can't stay. Okay. So it takes action, and it must be in truth. The truth is in your heart space. And the sun, the center, the core is what aligns you. Genuine, so the DNA also comes through the sun, which goes into the trees, because I couldn't use the 144,000 all the way, and then it photosynthesizes through you. So genuine comfort is found in balance and self-love. That is the only way you're going to find comfort in the shift, is balanced, flowing, and self-love. Okay, be honest with self first. Look at that, we had a truth. Truth was in our also spell casting. Was it in our channeled message? I don't remember. Be honest with self first. Then you will see honesty or dishonesty in others. So if you are lying to yourself, which the shadow wants you to do, okay, the shadow works through where we can't see. We cannot see past the shadow. Okay, you cannot see past the shadow. So when you choose to accept nothing but truth and light and honesty, you will start to see how much of that you weren't accepting. When you're not honest with yourself, you attract all of dishonesty around you, because everything in the world is a reflection of you. Imagination equals creation. So we are creators, and we need to create our reality from our heart center. Everything comes from someone's imagination first. So what you see, feel, and believe, you create. Okay? What you see, feel, and believe, you create. So if it's lack that's you're trying to create through, that's not New Earth. You won't be able to create. It will just keep smacking back at you. Okay? We have to be free, sovereign, and enjoy. And remember when we were a kid, before judgment and ego and fear clouded where we were going? Our imagination ran wild. What did you want to be then? What did you want to create in the world then? Bring that back. Because everything you see came from somebody's imagination. This one, lavender, came from God's, right? came from the light of the one and the sun, right? So why can't you create something magnificent and beautiful? You can. Then we have protecting your future. Okay, protection is very important. This card really speaks very loudly, because if you do not accept truth and actually take action in healing and alignment to the sun and the moon, you're not protecting your future. The only way to rise is to become sovereign and detached from the matrix, because we can no longer be duality. It is the return of the gods, my friends. So we must be in our truth and break free from what God calls the Antichrist is the ones that created the blueprint of the matrix system. And those are all of the things I've been undoing. And we must be free from them. We must be sovereign and free from all of it. Okay? That's how you protect your future. Not just for you, but your loved ones, your kids, your grandkids, and your ancestors too. Because if you were here, you are the chosen one to do it. Okay? All right. Woo. Yep. Woo. Jiminy Christmas. All right. What else do we got? Woo. One more I'm hearing. Whoop. Yep. Okay. So, be aware of what you tell yourself, what you believe to be, and what you listen to. Motivational playlist. What motivates and guides you? What do you listen to, and what is your internal sound? Okay, upgrade it. It needs to upgrade, and it needs to be of love and joy and power of creation. So if you let money guide you, oh, I have to work this 9 to 5 or I can't pay my bills, that's not true. Okay, you're not sovereign. You're giving your power away. If money's more important to you than anything, you're giving your power away to greed. Motivational playlist, music activations. Pay attention to what you listen to and what guides you. Okay, it must be free of the matrix and in pure love. Expansion of a limited mind. You see, the thing is our mind has been controlled for some time. That was Mount Shasta, and when they undid Christ consciousness. Now I see that coming into this message. We have to be free and understand the power of our mind and who's in control of it. Okay? And we have to realize that the truth is outside of our limited mind, but it is found solely in a healed heart space, aligned with the soul path. See, there's many people on my journey where I would say something and they didn't see it yet because they can't see past their shadow. So they either didn't believe it or wouldn't align to it because they wouldn't push past the resistance. But it was part of their soul path. It was detached from the matrix and part of their true soul purpose. Okay? So we can't see past the shadow. And you can't see at a soul level. It's just up to you to align and heal and become one with the sun, the heart center. You have to do that by understanding it's outside of your mind. So we expand our limited perception of the world around us. One was a matrix, the other is seventh dimensional existence. Very expansive, all-inclusive. Okay, all connectedness. Transparency is required. Look at that again. Truth, truth. Transparency. So the shadow likes to work to blind you. So you must be completely true to yourself. Look at this. Truth, truth. If you're not willing to see all of your truth, that's not self-love, number one. Okay? It's self-loathing and pity and also sabotage. If you don't accept truths from others in the world around you, that's not love. We cannot bind to lies. In the new earth, there will be no lies and divide. Okay? Transparency means you're shining the light into all things unseen, which is what allows you to open your heart center all the way. Okay? You cannot hide behind the shadows to rise. It takes work and healing and pure sovereignty, calling back and alignment with your power by seeing all truths and letting go of lack and being aligned with self-love. The only way to protect your future is to rise above. Change your thoughts. Here we go again. See, what is your playlist saying to you? We must change our thoughts. Okay, because as these energies come in, they are Christ light. They are new earth blueprint. And what we think, see, and feel, we will create. What you tell yourself is what it is. So if it's lack, that's what it will be. If it's judgment, that is what you will become. Okay? So that is the end of ways. What you are, you will become. So you want to shine all light. We can't be duality. You will lose the light if you remain in the shadow. That's not a maybe. That is a truth. Watch my birthing new earth on day 6. All light is removed and comes home to the light of the one. And you cannot carry shadow with you. The only way to rise and protect your future is to be free of the shadow that blinds you and binds you. So much love, my friends. Enjoy the shift. Stay sovereign, stay pure, and as Spirit told me, draw your energy close to you right now. That's what they reminded me again last night. I'm like, I want to expand again, and they're saying, no. Draw your energy close in and hold it tight, but be movable at the same time, okay? Don't expand it out too far unless it's through your protected channels, because we're not all on the same path of alignment, all right? And we want to protect our energy so that we can continue to see clearly. So boundaries are necessary at this time. Hold your energy close. Keep truth guiding you only. Listen to what you tell yourself and accept from others to be true. Transparency to see all things clearly through the light. Okay? Flow like water. Don't burn like fury. Okay? So much love. Until next time.